Peace, family. What's good? What's good? Welcome to the RPGM podcast. Another dope episode. Look, today is one of my favorite topics. Actually, all of them are my favorite topics. This particular one is something I talk about on a regular basis, which is the expectations. Like literally the pressure of expectation. You're expecting so many different things in life, but you aren't qualified to do these particular things. So I talk about this stuff over and over and over. So for example, before I get into it, I told you I'm very excited about this topic. This is something I tell myself on a regular basis. If I'm expecting something, but I'm not doing the necessary things to receive the thing that I'm expecting, it's kind of dumb on my part, right? It's really, really dumb to expect something without putting the work in. Another thing, example is this. We always say faith without works is dead, right? So if you have faith in a particular thing, but you're not doing the work, you have unrealistic expectations. So in life, a lot of times people want something, and I'm going to say this very carefully, but I want you to understand why I'm saying this. If you aren't qualified for the thing that you are expecting, you are going to hurt yourself. You're going to hurt your feelings. You're going to be disappointed, and you're not going to be satisfied with the particular results that you got or did not get, but because you had unrealistic expectations. So today, that's going to be the topic. We're going to elaborate. We're going to talk about a lot of things that may make people very comfortable and uncomfortable. But y'all know my thing. I don't mind being uncomfortable. I want you to feel the tension and make you feel like I should be thinking about stuff like this. I should be thinking about my actions. Are my actions lining up with my expectations? Are my actions lining up with my expectations, right? So we're going to do something real quick before we get into our guests and our hot topics right now. All right, so I got my co-host for the moment, Bella. Bella, you want to play this game with me?
Definitely.
All right, bet. I read the questions, but this is something we came up with called Would You Rather. All right, I'm gonna read it slowly because you have to hear it and digest it. And this is something that makes you think about the choices that you make. Again, expectations and choices. All right, check this out. Would you rather only ever know the benefit of a decision before making it, or always know the consequences of your choices? Let me say it one more time. Would you rather only ever know the benefit of a decision before making it, or always know the consequences of your choices? I already have my answer, but Bella, what you think? Which one would you rather?
I think I would rather know the consequences
Why?
because I'm a cynical person.
wait, hold on. You would rather know the consequences?
Yes, because I feel like I would be able to gauge what is worse, right? I would rather gauge what is worse, what I don't want to go into versus the benefits, because that's already kind of how I am.
Mm-hmm.
But now I'm assured. I know for a fact these are the consequences, whether I want to go into them or not. So that's my answer.
I get that. I'm just going to ask you one question. Is that maybe tied to say if you know for a fact the consequences require you to take some type of pain, right? And you well, I don't want that because it's gonna it means I have to endure through pain. Is that one reason why you want to know the consequences, or is it just, what is it? I'm curious.
I would say I'm not really afraid to delve into the pain. I think I'm more okay with delving into the pain, and that's why I want to know. I want to know what degree of pain I'm going into so I can prepare for it beforehand.
Gotcha.
So I'm not just jumping in blind.
Okay, yeah. That makes a lot of sense. And here's the thing I want to tell you guys. There's no right or wrong answer. There's only clarity in your answer, right? You have to understand why you made a particular decision. And I do this a lot with a lot of my coaching clients. I don't tell you what's right or wrong. I can give you a ton of suggestions, give you a whole lot of advice, tell you things that I've experienced, right? But at the end of the day, I want you to be comfortable with making your decision and understand why you made a decision. So when I tell people often, I say, look, I think I'm one of the best coaches in the world. It's because I want you to become a better person. And my job is to guide you into understanding why you made a decision. And most times, once we make that decision, we learn a lot more about ourselves. It's why did I make the decision? Again, I just asked her that question, like, is it a fear thing? Like, nah, that's just my reason. I'm like, okay, cool. Now, some narcissistic people want to be like, well, that's just dumb and stupid. Well, like, that's just my choice and leave me alone. But anyway, I, me personally, I would much rather know the benefit. And I'm going to tell you why. In my experience in life and things I've gone through, things I've been through hell, experienced heaven, metaphorically speaking, right? I've been through a lot of stuff. And I know for a fact that no matter what I go through, no matter what the benefit is, it's going to cost me something. And in life, there's only one or two things that you can give up, right? Actually, I take that back. There's a lot of things you can give up. But in most cases, it's either time or some type of pain or something that makes you uncomfortable, right? So any and everything in life is going to require those two things, right? Either you're going to give us some time or it's going to make you slightly uncomfortable. So for me, I was like, I would rather know the benefit of going through this particular thing, right? So it's like, hey, if you do this, you're going to get that. I'm like, great. Well, I know for a fact it's going to cost me something, and I am willing to open myself up to just about anything that's going to cost me. And that's just my mindset. I realize that that has a lot to do with some very successful people. They have that similar mindset. They're like, you know, whatever the cost, whatever it is, I know that that's the benefit for it, and I'm willing to do whatever. Again, it's not right or wrong. It's just clarity on understanding your decisions. All right, Bill, I got another one. You ready?
Yep.
All right. So would you rather? This is a really good one. This is really good. We can talk about this all day. Only receive unreciprocated love or only give unreciprocated love. Let me say that one more time. Would you rather only receive unreciprocated love or only give unreciprocated love? Would you rather?
Honestly, I wrote this question and I don't even have a good answer because I both sound terrible to me.
It sounds terrible.
I
What do you mean?
mean,
Why does it sound terrible?
just giving love and not getting anything in return, that's going to wear a person down over time.
Yeah.
And then I guess it wouldn't wear you down as much if you were constantly getting love, even if you never gave it back. But I would feel like a terrible person
Right.
if people are giving me this love and I can never return it. I think selfishly, I would have to choose that one though.
Receiving it?
Receiving it and never giving it.
Why you say it's selfish though?
Because it is putting yourself first above others. Just, I mean, like I said, it would wear you down
Right.
to not be receiving the love that you give out. So it would wear other people down to be giving you love that you don't give back.
That makes a lot of sense. Okay. Again, this is no right or wrong. It's just that was what makes more sense to you. You know, I think a lot of times when we get asked these questions, it makes us question our morals and our way of thinking and how we feel about our current self right now. Right. And it's like, I get it. You know, now I guess we both have opposite answers in both of these. Because in this case, I would much rather give. Okay. I would have to say I would much rather give unreciprocated love. Again, it has a lot to do with my personal experience with people, being married multiple times, being homeless, you know what I'm saying, living in awkward, weird places, like experiencing life and knowing there's a lot of people who don't have simple things, right? And then now I'm around a whole lot more very successful people who do like mission trips and they're giving to people and they're doing things for people. So it's like there's a lot of people who don't have the bare necessities, right? And when you come from a giving heart or a wanting to see the world be a better place, you just give. I don't want nothing back. Like, here you go. You don't want nothing back. Interestingly enough, I had had a conversation early this morning with somebody about this particular topic, right? In a relationship, when one person is giving and the other person is not being reciprocated back, it ends up being like a one-sided relationship. And then a lot of times some people get very comfortable being in a one-sided relationship because they always feel like they're undeserving of love. So they just keep giving, right? That's not a relationship. Okay. It does have to be reciprocated somehow, some way, some shape, form, or fashion, right? you should want somebody to give back to you, right? But again, it all depends on where you are mentally, physically, emotionally, and even some cases financially. So the reason why I chose to just give it is because I've received a whole lot of love over the period of time, but I also understand that I I have to give in order to receive, and whatever I receive, I'm totally okay with it. Whatever I receive in my giving is what I am totally okay with. So what we're gonna do right now, y'all, we're literally gonna take a very, very, very short break. We'll come right back, introduce my dope guest, and we're gonna have a phenomenal time. Make sure you like, share, comment, ask me any questions. Trust me, you're gonna want to stay tuned for all these topics today. And welcome back. I hope you guys enjoyed the first little warm-up segment, but I got to give you guys the meat and potatoes. This is part two. Part one just hit really, really hard, and it went really, really fast. That's what she said. But I couldn't help it. But man, needless to say, like, this is one of my brothers, man. And it's so funny because it's been years where we're missing and talking at the same time, but there's only a handful of people in my life that I can actually really connect with when I see them. And this is one of them. You guys know it by now. You've seen part one, part two going to be just as hot, right? So my brother, man, Mr. Marcus Walker, welcome to see you again, my brother.
Good to see you, man.
I'm gonna throw you out there real quick, man.
Okay.
Let me tell y'all how dope my brother is, man. My brother just got off a flight. We ain't gotta talk about all your business and everything. Literally got right off a flight and came right into the studio. Bro, man, when you got real people in your life, that's what you want. That's what you expect, man. So I appreciate you, bro, more than like,
man, always remember the energy that you give me, I will always give it back.
See,
that's how we stay healthy. That's how you remove the toxic. You give me 100, I'm gonna give you 100. So yeah, I'm here.
I told y'all no matter what, man. So look, let's hop right back into this. Well, not even hop back into it, right? Something has happened since the last time you've been here.
Absolutely.
I can't look, we can't even fly past that, bro. Yeah. Man, I just want to tell you, brother to brother, man to man. I'm gonna look y'all in the camera and I want y'all to see this. Like, I am genuinely happy for this man. Congratulations, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Seriously.
You, I appreciate it.
I can see the glow. You got the glow, bro, of being happy and finding your soulmate. You know what I'm saying? Your partner, man. Yeah. So I don't even want to talk about it. I mean, I don't want to put my spin on it. You tell me, man, like, how does it feel to be attached to the one?
Oh, bro. So we get that question a lot, right? Yeah. It's amazing.
Yeah.
There's no other word, but it's amazing. Yeah. I mean, when you do the work and then your person did the work and doing the work.
Yeah.
Oh man, life is fun. And what's amazing is, like, we have some married couples and they're like, all right, well, what? Like, this is
yeah.
So yeah, man, it's beautiful, bro. It's beautiful, man. I wake up every morning with a different purpose.
Yeah.
The crown isn't as heavy. And that's key. That's key. The crown isn't as heavy.
Elaborate, if you don't mind, if you will, because you said, like, couples try to, like, warn you with?
So there's this thing as, okay, well, after the honeymoon phase, who says it has to be after the honeymoon phase?
Yeah.
You can't tell me that there's an after phase. Right. Not if I don't create it. And that's a whole nother conversation. But now if me and my person are both focused on creating, okay, so we want honeymoon forever. We're not worried about that.
Yeah.
Because challenges are going to come.
Facts.
Yeah. But that's what communication kicks in.
Right.
For every challenge, there's a level of communication that you have to have, the hard conversations.
Yeah.
So man, listen, I'm happy. Yeah. This is me every day now, man.
Look, bro, you have been one of the most consistent people that I know. Right?
Thank you.
Like, madly consistent. I'm like, no, he's the same every time I see him. I'm like, that's what the world wants. And I think that kind of ties into our topic, the expectations, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, not that I expect you to be perfect, right? But at the same time, I expect the realness every time I see you. Correct. You know what I'm saying? And now in this phase of marriage and having a partner, you said, again, I want to kind of harp on it just a little bit. When other couples see you, be like, they're warning you of the things, but you already created the expectation for your relationship.
Yeah. And I don't know if couples have expectations or even they talk about it.
Right.
See, me and my wife, oh man, that sounds so good. Me and my wife, man, like, we have goals and we have expectations. So every week, like, we're meeting.
Right.
We are really, hey man, what's the plan?
Right.
Because there's more than love. Love is beautiful. But man, when you got a teammate and there's expectations, so we know that this is our goal. Yeah. So we're not going to be distracted.
Let me ask you a question, bro, because that's deep and intentional. When you say, like, y'all sit and plan, is it life planning? Is it financial planning?
Oh, it's everything.
Yeah.
Bro, listen, man, we bring the finances to the table. We bring life to the table, man. We bring, hey, man, what's the mental capacity? How we starting the week off?
Yeah. Oh, that's real.
So, I mean, that's my teammate.
Yeah.
And I think we need to go back and start redefining, like, man, my teammate, I want to win just like you want to win.
Right.
So we're not in competition.
Yeah. I mean, do you have a couple that you kind of looked up to, or somebody that you can?
Man, we have some. We have a couple out there.
And y'all kind of mimic them, or you just
I mimic no one.
Explain
Here's
that.
why.
Yeah.
Once again, man, energy is neither positive or negative.
Yeah.
It's what you do with it.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to mimic anyone.
Yeah.
I will take what they have and use it to my resources.
Right.
But I'm not going to mimic. No, I don't want that, because that's your journey. That's your plan.
Right.
However, I can see the happiness and be like, you know what? So that's a part of my expectation.
Right.
But I don't have to mimic that.
Gotcha. Yeah. And when y'all having those conversations, how important is it for you to understand her like love language and communication style? Like, do y'all kind of have that naturally, or is it
it's now natural?
Yeah,
it's natural now because we both are each other's safe space.
Gotcha.
See, when you're safe, you're vulnerable.
Yeah.
So you're not coming in with no ego. You're not coming in with anything. It's just, this is my person. And so if I perfect example, if I feel like pouting, it's okay. It doesn't make me less of a man. It makes me more of a man.
Wow. That's key, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I had that problem for a long time.
We all do.
Yeah.
I just got this. So
yeah.
This is fresh on me. No, we all do, because we are.
Yeah. Right. But when you find that person, that's one thing we were talking about this earlier. And like, for instance, Nikki allows me to be myself. Right. And so even now, sometimes I still feel like that's something I'll work on. It's like, you know what? It's okay to let your guard down right now. Even though, like, I'm the man, I'm the provider, I'm the one. When you feel like you're the one, it's like you always got to be on point. You know what I'm saying? And I kind of set that high expectation for myself, right? So that's the question that I want to ask you. Like, do you already have like expectation for yourself as a husband and a provider? And what does that look like?
So I mean, once again, man, so for us, we live in an expectation world. Right. So there's an expectation for everything. So yes, there's expectation, but however, for every amazing one, there's a two. Jordan, Pippen, Malone, Stockton, right. It's a duo.
Yeah,
you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't, men. Real quick, men, remove the ego when you're in your safe space. That's key. Like I had a moment and an awareness Monday.
Okay.
It was with me all day. Somebody was weighing on me, so I finally did something different off my trajectory, which is more positive than what this one is.
Right.
And so I explained to her how I saw my faults, and so instead of running and doing what was comfortable, I did this.
Okay. Wow.
That's safe.
Yeah.
How many men is going to go?
Whew, man.
But that's how you become a strong leader.
Right.
Because when you're warrior, when your warrior know, and you're bringing her the soft stuff that you have against the world, and she's going to protect you. Man. Bro, I'm protected. Let me tell you something. I am protected, which makes me go get it, that's the purpose. Because I'm covered and I'm protected.
That makes it, man. Really operating like a team. We could use a lot of metaphors with sports, the army, the military, different things like that, right? Everybody playing their particular role. And one thing I realized that in happy and successful relationships, most people don't know their role, right?
Ding.
And then when you're trying to help them define their role, they're resistant to it. So it's like, you're not a team player. Like, so where is the relationship coming in at, right? So even though it's brand new for you, but I still think that you're 20 steps ahead of a lot of people, right? Because experience and everything else and where you are right now. Like, so for the man who is in a relationship, right, and doesn't really have like you set your expectations already, where do they start at? Like, for you as a mentor, I'm gonna call you a mentor, trainer, everything that you are. Where does a man start at with setting the expectations in their relationship?
First, we have to define what he think a man is.
Yeah.
So we have to start there. Once again, identify.
Right.
We got to identify. Okay, and then are you leading your wife, or are you just telling your wife?
Yeah.
So, like, for a king to be a successful king, he has to lead by example.
Right.
Like, my wife is I could tell her anything and she's gonna say, yeah. Because how I lead by my actions.
Yeah.
It could be a decision I'm making. Y'all can ask, do you trust him? Yes.
Yeah.
No questions asked.
Wow.
Because it's so you have to lead by example. So if I want my wife to be softer, what do I have to be? Soft.
Yeah.
Now I don't have to be gullible, but I have to be soft.
Right.
If I want her to embrace me, I have to embrace her. So when you set your standard and set your expectation, here come the results.
Right.
We have to remember that women are naturally they're gonna respond.
Right.
So men, lead.
Yeah.
Engage. So we are the thermostat. They are the temperature.
Bro, hit that.
For real. We are the thermostat.
Right.
They are the temperature. So, perfect example. You could be in a relationship and your lady come in piping hot. So instead of responding, you ain't gonna come in here, turn the air down. Okay.
Yeah.
You're mad. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Let's just breathe. So that's how we do it.
Yeah.
Temperature, thermostat.
Bro, that's dope.
For real.
We need to get a shirt that says it.
Man, it's so true, man. It's so true, man.
What would you say is the difference between being soft and being gullible?
Being soft is when I come home and I show you a different side of me that the world don't see. See, that's the teammate. That's the playbook. Hey, man, today, man, I might just want to just lay on you. I might want to go back into being just a boy and just lay my head in your lap. That's soft.
Right.
And in that moment there, she's gonna embrace you.
Yeah.
So that energy that you have used in the world, Mother Nature, is to give it back and wrap you.
Perfectly well said, man. I got to give one of my mentor, Mike Rashid, a shout out right quick, because he said something that you said that was like vital, right? Which is setting the tone. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Like literally setting the tone. And in my constant elevation, I'm learning that, I ain't gonna lie. Here's the thing. I do a lot of stuff and I'm always nice and aware, right? And I realized, like I said, the more I elevate, the more irritated I get as well, too. Right? Depending on who I'm talking to.
Absolutely.
Right?
Yes.
And you found your partner. Now we're talking about people outside of our partner right now, as we're trying to be the leaders and guiding people, right? And I'm gonna hop into this real quick. It's gonna make a whole lot of sense. So we're gonna go right into rhythm and real talk right quick, and I'm gonna tell you why. So I guess we don't need the display right now. But I was listening rhythm and real talk. The song that makes me that made me think, right? So today I was listening to Nars Barkley, Crazy, right? You know the lyrics to the song, hey, maybe I'm crazy, maybe. So the thing about it is like when I started elevating and knowing too much, even though you don't really know everything, it makes you look at everything differently. And then sometimes I feel crazy, which makes you get irritated because you think you know a lot, right? And something that we talk about in our mentorship group, which is like, you don't know anything. God knows everything. Yes. So when you get to that point where you're irritated, right, with something that you think you know, based on what other person is doing, you haven't really aligned yourself up with yourself or God. And that's the answer to why, you're irritated, you're frustrated. You're frustrated about something you think you know, but you don't know anything, right?
You don't know anything.
Man. So for me, it was just like, as I continue to elevate, as I continue to get better, and I deal with people who aren't directly in my circle, right? I have to keep humbling myself over and over and over. So would you say that in your relationship, you learn to, or you allowing yourself to humble yourself around other people? Has that changed that, or is it still the same dynamic?
No, I'm not humble. I don't. So I practice humility.
Gotcha.
I'm not humble.
Gotcha.
I would tell anybody.
Well, explain the difference.
Yeah, because see, humble is that's a biogration. Like, oh no, humility is like, I know how dope I am, and I am. So humility is, I'm grateful. Thank you.
Yeah,
it's a compliment. Doesn't make me better than you. I just know who I am, and I am great at what I do.
Right.
And to circle back real quick, from now on, embrace the crazy. So when you embrace the crazy, you're actually lining up with God because you're opening your awareness. And so it's crazy because it's here in your comfort,
right?
Your comfort zone. Yeah. I enjoy, quote unquote, being crazy because what happens is, as you elevate and you align more with God, things begin to remove themselves.
Very true.
So now you don't have to get irritated, because now when you make room, you make room.
Oh,
you make room.
Yeah.
You make room. So as you elevate, you're not crazy.
Yeah.
You're just catching up with the other ones.
Yeah.
So then let the people be, man, and love them.
Yeah. Right. Right. That's something I've learned. And again, aligning myself with God, with self is like, no, when I love God, I love people where they are.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like that's,
Yeah.
I mean, it really has to go hand in hand. And I put this post out the other day and I caught a lot of slack for it, which I find is funny. Social media is a total social experiment, by the way. But you guys want to know why? Look, I ain't got to go back to psychology school. Just post a bit something online and see how people react to it. Okay, this person thinks like that. They think like that. This is how people respond.
They always telling themselves
every single time, right? So I put a post out, and in the post, I talked about anxiety and depression, right? And in my meditation and my thoughts and my reading and everything, I wasn't, and I put two demons under the name, anxiety and depression. And I was literally saying, like, these are your demons, these are your dark spots, you know what I'm saying? But you have to own those things. Yeah. Like, own them. Like, don't let them control you. You control those things. They are a part of you, right? And my thing is, like I said, going back into expectation is like, if I am expecting, to have a positive results, I should not be letting my depression rule me. I should be ruling it, right? Same thing with anxiety. If I'm anxious about something, you know what I'm saying? I can't let the future dictate me. I should be dictating the future. Yeah. You know what I mean? So with somebody like yourself, how would you help somebody identify with their realistic expectations based on the thing that they're doing?
It's a journey. It's a process.
Right.
The goal can be the goal.
Right.
But everybody want the results, but they don't want the work.
Right.
Like, you honestly think that God's just going to just give you what you want? When you already at this place right here and you barely managing that?
Right.
And that's with any part. That's not just finances. And a lot of people think it's finances, but it's also life.
Yeah.
Bad.
Right. Yeah.
Seriously.
Yeah.
So like, you have to understand that when anxiety and depression, when that gets there, you got to identify that. So now you have to do something different.
Right.
Now, studies show that if you go to the gym and work out,
yeah.
Good morning, chubbies. So in those moments, they're like, you have to do something or read or change your pattern.
Yeah.
When there's depression or you feel that, switch something. Okay, so the first thing I do, because I still have those moments, and I don't want people to think that I'm just here. No, I am there, but anxiety still comes. All those things when it hit. Okay, cool. This is what we're doing. Okay, all right. So whatever it is, it has the body like this. So once I relax the body, I can relax the mind. You see? So if I'm start breathing, okay, cool. So one is not that bad. I'm still breathing. Thank God.
Right.
Now let's execute a plan.
Right. Right.
That's it. You can't. The more you run from it, the more depressed you're gonna be.
Oof.
For real.
Say it one more time.
No, the more you run, the more depressed you're gonna be. It's so we have to remember that life is actually very simple. Yeah. The law of cause and effect.
Right. Right.
Or either a hypothesis. If you do this, then this will happen.
It's just gonna happen. So it's realistic expectation. I mentioned this earlier before you got on. Oh, you got a question?
I do have a question.
Okay, go ahead, shoot it.
It's just, what advice would you give to someone, a man who is too caught up in his expectations? He wants to be a provider. He wants to be a man. He's already a great man, but he doesn't accept that.
Right.
But I feel like he gets too caught up in what he wants to be, his expectations of being the best man he could be, that he's not stopping and seeing who he is now and how he is now and what he is doing now. He's focusing too much on the future.
Gotcha. I'm gonna start it and I want you to close it. Right. Okay. So I'm gonna keep it short and simple. This is something that I tell myself on a regular basis when it comes down to my unrealistic expectations or the things that I want. Right. You can't want the things that you aren't qualified for. Right. You qualify yourself for the things that you want and desire. Right. If you feel like I want to make $200,000 a year, what qualifications do you have? What things are you doing that makes sense to say that I'm going to make $200,000 a year? Right. So like same thing with people who are like, I'm gonna be a multimillionaire. How? Where? What qualifications do you have? So for somebody who feels like, you know what, I want to do this, I want to do that, break it. Even in my coaching sessions, I tell people this all the time. I said, don't tell me, I don't mind you telling me what you want to do. Show me how you're going to do it. Now it makes sense. And now you feel more confident with like, oh, I see it now. I see how I can actually obtain that thing that I want.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, it's like, nah, you should have unrealistic expectations if you're not doing anything to qualify yourself for that particular thing. So that's my thought. Qualify yourself for the thing that you want, you know?
She said something that caught my attention, and she said he's a great man, but he doesn't accept it. So now let's start there. So if you don't accept it, that means that you can do this nonstop and it's never good enough. So got to start with accepting who you are. So if I am great, now I feel good about the hard work, versus I got to go work hard. Now it's no, I'm working hard because I'm great. When I talk to a lot of men, and men valuing themselves, it's at an all-time low. It's bad. And it's not just because women. So let's not even throw that out there, but just, man, life beating them up. Because we are designed to work hard and provide all the things that he's doing. But he don't even think that's great.
Wow.
Like, think about that. Well, you're busting your butt. And you don't think that that's great. So what happened? No one told you this. You need to be around some men to let you know that you're great,
bro.
See what success looks like. And be like, hey man, congratulations. You're doing it.
100%. So that environment will definitely validate.
You are the company that you keep.
You the average of the top 5 people that you hang around.
Come on.
So if somebody like, I love how you say that, he feels like he's great, but you're not acting as if you are great. The things you don't even believe your own self. So here's one thing I learned, even super subconsciously and consciously, right? Depending on where you're at in your spirituality and beliefs, so on and so forth, right? But you can say it all day, every day. But somewhere in the back of your mind, you don't believe it. And then your actions are going to feed more of what you're actually believing. I could say, I'm a millionaire, but in the back of my head, I know I ain't doing nothing to line up with millionaire status. I don't even think or act or surround myself with it, right? And I've learned, I come from poverty, you know, even my mom and my sister on there, hey y'all, but we come from Port Arthur, man, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't, you know what I'm saying, PA. So I wasn't around a whole lot of successful, wealthy people, right? I knew it was there, right? But it didn't really register until I went to LA. I was like, oh, there's really very wealthy people out here. You know what I'm saying? And that changed my mindset. And then I was always like in a good place of like, I feel like I could do better. I didn't understand it, right? So it took me about 10 years of intentional like therapy, coaching sessions, surrounding myself with people who are actually very wealthy and successful to reprogram my own thought process. That's why my company's called Reprogram now. It's like I have to reprogram my own mind to be like, dude, why do you feel like you're successful? I was like, I don't even know. Like, oh, okay. Be around these people, see what they're doing, see how they act. And the number one thing, this is probably something to be good for your boy too, is the discipline that it takes to be successful. I realized the biggest thing was I'm not disciplined. It's like, yeah, I'm a good person, but I am not disciplined.
But you know, that requires that requires hard conversations with self. That requires it to say that you're not disciplined. The thing is, man, as men, because I'm a man, I can speak for men. Man, we put on the front.
Talk about that.
Stop fronting.
Yeah.
You can work hard all day. You can even make a lot of money. But at home, man, you broken. Why don't you talk to the broken boy? We all got a little broken boy inside of us. Right. We all have a little broken boy, and we all have a monster. And them two things have to be healed in order to get where you need to get.
Wow.
Wow.
The broken boy and the monster, and I would say those are synonymous, which is why I tell a lot of people that you got to look at a lot of things like metaphorically speaking, even sometimes when you read the Bible, just look at it from a realistic perspective.
Open your eyes.
Just common sense. It is really common sense. So a broken person is a depressed person. A monster is out of control and all over the place. That's an anxious person. They're both a part of you. You know what I'm saying? Now, our responsibility is to slowly but surely, or as much as fast as you want to, heal that broken person. Right. And then control that person that's all over the place. Right. God, I hate when this happens, man. But all right, cool, man. I want you to do me a favor, and because I'm grateful for you being here and your time. I appreciate your time more than anything else.
You my brother,
man. Much love, bro. I want you to give us 2 very intentional words of wisdom coming from somebody who's recently married, right?
Okay.
And then somebody who's a man. Okay. That's what we speaking to.
Two, man. I'm gonna start with the men first, man. Because I have a real heart for men, because we hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah. So for the men, man, I would first of all, I would suggest getting the audiobook, change your paradigm, change your life. I'm gonna always talk about that because it changed me.
Right.
Literally, get the reps in.
Right.
Believe in yourself. Like, embrace that you are really him. It doesn't mean that you have to be bad to anybody else, but Rickey, you him.
Yeah.
But I'm also him.
Yeah. Right.
And it's okay.
It's okay.
And you see the energy.
Yeah.
So embrace who you are. Work hard. Do the things, but also understand that it's okay.
Right.
It's okay. So for the men, man, I just want them just to talk to themselves. Get in the mirror. Do your best to heal the little boy.
Right.
Heal the monster. Real quick, man. One of the most powerful things that my wife told me, because the monster came out. And so I told her the following day. I was like, hey, I have to make sure that I keep this person locked up. And she was like, I don't want you to lock him up anymore. Let him run free.
Yeah.
Train him. Tame it. So now my monster dwells. Yeah, but I can tame it. Also, the little boy. The little boy is no longer hiding in the closet.
Yeah.
So shout out to my wife for that one there. Relationship wise, okay. Good point of relationship, man. Communicate. I know a lot of people, we say it over and over and over and over. And the reason why we keep saying it over and over and over is because people are not understanding that communication really is the key to everything.
Right.
Have the uncomfortable conversations. And that's in friendships, relationships. That goes both ways. Because like with my friends, if you're not moving how I'm moving, I'm gonna check you.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up? We good? What's going on? I see you slowing down. And if you're slowing down and it's a reason why, okay, cool, I got some energy.
Yeah.
But
has to match.
Expectation, but I gotta communicate that when you're wrong, I tell you you're wrong. I love you.
Right.
But I'm not here just to I'm not your right person. So in those relationships, man, always communicate, man. And we need to just operate in love.
Yeah.
Operate in love, man. Love and communication is key for everything.
Man, bro. Man, when are you starting your programs?
2026 is a lot happening.
Okay.
Yeah. Since the last time I was here, man, it shifted a lot of things in a positive way. So my trajectory changed when I came around you. So remember, that's some friends that you keep around. So 2026, man, it's up.
Yeah,
it's up, man. Thank you for pouring back into me.
100%.
Yeah, man, and
look,
y'all will see me soon.
Please, like I said, there's only a handful of people in my life that I'll be like, go follow him, see what he's doing, anything that he's a part of. I'm be like, yeah, whatever I could do to help, I'm gonna throw it out there. Financially, support, whatever. I got you. Last thing I gotta say is this, and it's very, very simple. I'm gonna repeat this. Qualify yourself for the thing that you want. Quit having unrealistic expectations. If you ain't doing nothing, you ain't gonna get nothing. Plain and simple. If you want a good relationship, be a good person. If you want to make a lot of money, qualify yourself to make a lot of money. Do the things necessary to get the things that you want. That way you won't have unrealistic expectations and have your feelings hurt all the time and then be like, oh, God don't love me. Life don't love me. My life sucks. Well, you're not doing anything. That applies to everything in life. Money, relationships, weight loss, same thing as well. You can't start. Part 3. Here we go. All right, y'all. Much love. I appreciate y'all. Please like, subscribe, and share this. And I appreciate y'all. See y'all next time. Peace.